Hey, everybody, this is Jim Horn, and today we've got a special edition of Trevor's Talks. We've got Mr. Chris Chracchiolo, and he is, and I'm sure you guys remember, the former chairman of the Grand Traverse County Democratic Party. Had a lot of success here. They've got now they've got 4 commissioners on the county board, and he has stepped up his game. He is now Michigan's first congressional district chairman for the Democratic Party. And Chris, I have to tell you, I downloaded some stats on this, and just to give you an idea of the size, folks, if you don't realize it, the first congressional district covers about 44% of Michigan's land area, and it only contains about 7% of the population. So prior to the podcast, Chris has promised me that when he's working with the candidates, he's going to do a lot of canvassing up in the UP. He is laughing. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Jim. Thank you for having me today.
Well, it's good to have you on. I know you You ran for this position about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's come to fruition, which is good for the Democratic Party here in the northern part of the state. So what are your thoughts, Chris, going forward? You've got obviously some challenges. You've been thinking about this thing. What's your noodle on this?
Well, I think it's kind of an exciting opportunity for us, considering everything that's going on in national politics right now. I think within our 25,000 square miles here, though, what we want to focus on is, supporting our candidates, meaning supporting our congressional candidate, supporting our state house candidates. There's only one Democratic state house candidate in the first district right now, and that's Betsy Kafia. As far as the others, there were some close losses this past time, but we want to be able to give them support in order to help them win and get them over the finish line. We also want to support some of our statewide candidate, along with, our United States Senate candidate that we're going to have next year, backfilling the seat being vacated by Gary Peters. So I think we've got a lot of work to do. It's a challenge with us having such a large district. And it makes in-person meetings very infrequent. We have to rely on technology and doing almost all of our meetings by Zoom or just over the phone. So it's going to be a challenge, but we're hoping to raise some money so we can help candidates next year. And after that, we'll be starting over for 2028.
Yeah, the candidate, or Grand Traverse County is probably it's the biggest county in the district, isn't it?
It is by population,
right?
I believe there's a few in the Upper Peninsula that are larger by acreage,
right?
We are the largest by population here, and which has helped us over the past few years. We've had a lot of people be able to run for county commission offices. Like you said, we're up to 4 now. And hopefully the next time that they're up for election, which is not until 2028, hopefully we'll be able to get a majority here.
Do you see, as you go forward, and you have a little bit more of, and you're a Detroiter, so you certainly understand this or have a better grasp of this, some of the national situations, and more importantly, do you think the tariffs that we have going forward, in other words, do you see that event, or even now, affecting or will affect some of these local races?
Well, I do think so, because everything I read is going to be The price of automobiles is going to go up by thousands of dollars. And the price of a lot of other imported things that we don't have here, they're going to come from Canada, for example. Building materials to build homes. A lot of the lumber that's used comes from Canada today anyway. And they're going to be putting tariffs on us for acquiring those goods. So that's just going to make the price of homes go up. So I think when people see that to buy a home, the price is going to go up. To buy a vehicle, the price is going to go up. I think we're able to have a strategy that, we can show what administration put these tariffs on. And the way to do away with it is to elect some Democrats.
And really at the state level, we're pretty close, aren't we? On the House, where what are we, 1 vote off or 2 votes off at the House level? The State House.
Right. It's a little more than that. I think it's at 58-52 right now.
Okay. And how about the Senate?
The Senate's a 1 vote.
Okay, that's the one. Okay.
It's 1918, and there's a vacant seat that a special election still has to be called for.
Okay. When does the special election come up? Is that soon, or is that November? Or?
Well, not sure.
Okay.
It's really up to the governor to announce when that will be, and she's not announced it yet. So,
okay. So next year, you're really going to have your work cut out, because we've got a governor's race right next year. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah. We got the governor next year. We've got the Senate next year. And of course, we've got the House next year. And boy, you're going to be one busy guy in 25,000 square miles.
Well, we really hope we're to get a lot of these candidates, especially on the statewide basis, and to come up and visit us. We're going to have Secretary of State. We're going to have Attorney General. We're going to have Governor. And there's several people lining up to run for all of those positions now.
Super. Well, I know it's a little bit early in the game for you, and you're just organizing your team, so to speak. But hopefully we'll get you back on the podcast, in about 6 or 7 months, as we begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Who's running for those various positions? Who's decided to step off the curb and come and ask Chris for a little bit of help?
Well, I've had, some candidates already in touch and looking to come up to the 1st district, and we welcome them all.
Oh, very, very good. Well, Chris, I certainly appreciate this opportunity to talk to you, and let's get back together again in about 6 or 7 months, and let's see where you're at.
Okay. Thank you, Jim. I look forward to it.
Take care.